personal.
Yes, indeed. On another episode of the
Underground Arsenal Show
on the Raw
808 Underground Radio. Make sure to get that app.
Word.
And if you miss a show, go to the uashow.com.
Log on.
As this DJ Fatal Skills.
Lebronx, and shout out to M80 who ain't here, but we got a dope special guest, two special guests. Word up via Queens. And we got the OG right here. What up, fellas?
Yeah.
Yes. I got this new album, man. New album. It's good to get a new album for
Mack of All Blades.
Yeah, man. Mack of All Blades. We got OG Ninja Max Mischief, producer. Salute. How y'all doing, man?
Beautiful, Brian. Beautiful. Another classic out in these streets. This is the Pimp album, so we wanted to give y'all the Mack of All Blades. We started cooking it probably like 2 years ago, and yeah, man, it's finally out.
That's dope. Well, Mischief, man, it's your first time on the show, man. Let the people know who you are, man.
Appreciate you having me, bro. Appreciate you guys having me. Yeah, man, just out of Queens, kind of, started out kind of building beats with a mutual friend of Ninja's. Those homies met at sound engineering school. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ninja, but yeah, we had a mutual friend. He kind of started teaching me the ropes of production. This must have been 15 years ago, something like that. Old school friends for sure. We go back, but yeah, recently I kind of been getting more into the hip hop production recently, meaning the last several years or whatnot. I just been sending Ninja beats. Like I said, we go back. So he kind of just, picks one here and there. So we've been stacking for a couple years now. Didn't really have, the Mack of All Blades kind of pimp aspect of the album. That just came together organically. We didn't have any kind of, idea or, genre in mind with that, but it all just came together real nice, man.
Dope. Now, OG, I know you've been on here before, but give a little quick rundown of who you are.
OG Ninja is a artiste of all kinds, producer, engineer, graphic designer, artist, writer, clothing designer, curator, and jack of all trades.
Word.
That's why we named it that shit too, you know what I mean?
Word. Now, Mack of All Blades, like, you explained it to me, but let's explain to the people the meaning of this title on this album.
So, like I said, like the jack of all trades thing. Once I had like all the beats selected and we kind of had like the aesthetic of it and shit, I was like, yo, this sounds like some pimp shit. So I was like, instead of naming it Jack of All Trades, let's do like a pun and name it Mack of All Blades, like putting bitches on the blade and shit, you know what I mean? Like some pimp shit. Pimps up, hoes down. Remember that documentary back in the day?
Sir.
Yeah, and I kind of, like my early years and shit, we was in Hunts Point in the Bronx and shit, so I was like, fuck it, let's make it full circle.
Yeah. And very dope and different, always, because all your albums got them dope ass covers.
Appreciate it, bro.
Shout out to whoever made this cover, man. Who did this cover right here?
Shouts to the homie PQ Design, Patrick Quinn. He's based out in Philly. Yeah, he cooked it up. And we also got another girl that she actually painted it. So that's gonna drop soon when we do the deluxe and when we do the album release party and shit. So we got two variations of the cover.
Yeah, that's homegirl Tennille Yeager. Definitely go check her out. Art out on Instagram. It's I think _Tennille or Tennille Yeager Art. One of them joints. But she's sick. She painted kind of the original, and we kind of flipped it with digital from PQ, who smashed that shit.
Salute to her. Word. Not many features on this one. I'm gonna let y'all know. I only got 2 tracks of features on here. what can hip hop expect? Is it more of a, I'm getting straight to the point, or is it more of a, you know what I mean, like you said, like a pimp type vibe on this album?
Yeah, very, very straight to the point. There's not a lot of fluff. You know what I mean? Like this is my first album that I'm not rapping. I'm more talking. You know what I mean? Like I'm not really like aggressively rapping or none of that shit. The only one I'm really kind of doing that on is the bonus track, Mosh Pit.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm really just talking. You know what I mean? Like this is the most laid back shit I ever dropped. So yeah, it's just really straight to the point. A lot of these joints, it's just like the verse and the hook. There's not many second verses on there. So yeah, just straight to the point. Just trying to give the people
different vibe.
Yeah, just a different vibe, and like just with everyone's attention span now, I just wanted to give them straight to the point, you know.
All right. Now saying that, do you think it's more of a change of style because it's needed in the game right now? Because like you said, you can flow, you know what I mean? We've seen it on here before,
Sure.
especially with the freestyle.
Video up on our YouTube.
Yes. Word.
Facts.
But with the slow flow, so remarkable, you know what I mean? Like, you think you're gonna open up a new lane with this type of flow? Well, album in general, you know what I mean?
First and foremost, let me salute Rock Marciano.
Word.
He's been doing that shit for the past 10, 15 years. But just doing it our way, you know what I mean? Like every album I try to give it a whole different aesthetic, a whole different type of flow and style and shit. So I feel like all of this shit is coming full circle, man. Like all this mainstream shit is getting corny already. Everyone sees it, you know what I mean? Like I feel like for the past 5 years, the underground albums have been sonically better than these mainstream artists.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
They're actually taking their time and doing it and crafting it instead of the label pushing them like, yo, you got to do this shit. You got to make it sound like this. Like, that's why a lot of this shit is just oversaturated and everybody sound like everybody because nobody wants to be themselves, you know?
Yeah.
So
a lot of dope slow flow MCs out there, like you said, Rock Marciano. You got Hus Kingpin.
hey, shouts to us.
You know what I mean, there's a couple of more, but I can't think of right now. I can even go back to AG because AG used to kill it with the slow flow too, though.
AZ too.
Yeah.
Shouts to Hus Campaign, homie out in Brazil.
So basically, I feel like this album's trying to bring something that, you know, these youngins need, a different type of art form. How long did it take to make this album?
So Max sent me probably the first beat, which is the intro, is the first one we ever recorded, like 2 years ago. And then we actually did the whole album in a day, to be honest.
Word.
Yeah, we went to, shouts to my boy Dellinger. He's on the live right now. Yeah. But yeah, we went into I probably did the intro, St. James Infirmary, and Autumn. I did those when Max first sent them like 2 years ago. And then the rest of the album, I did the whole shit in one day. We went to Dillinger's crib and we did all of them shits in like 5 or 6 hours. Did the whole shit, one take.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So Max, you had these tracks lined up already.
So yeah, I was gonna say I just been, you know, that's my boy. So I just been kind of sending stuff as I've been wrapping it up, and he's like, you know, I'll grab that one, maybe not that one. It's been, you know, just the 2 years has been more stacking. Mark kind of wrote when he writes to something that I send him right away. I know we got one. Like he'll send me back bars in Notepad, like, you know, 2 hours later, and I'm like, all right, we got one. So it's been a couple of years of just kind of that. And then, like Mark said, the recording of it, I took longer with the beats, obviously stacking up kind of the body of work. But the recording of it, he banged out the bars in like one session, which was fire. And kind of going back to what you were talking about before, like the track selection all came together kind of organically. Like we weren't really going for any specific, like, oh, let's make a pimp album, let's do something different. This was all just organic kind of. And the body of work, just both of our tastes are similar. That's why we clicked, you know, 15 years ago. and just the curation kind of just lined up to having this kind of thematic thing to the album. Like that wasn't the intention. It just worked out perfect at the end of the day. Everything clicked with having a thematic aspect to it.
Sure. And like with me, I'm very picky when it comes to beats, bro. Like over the past 2 years, man.
As you should, though.
He probably sent me like 50 beats. And I only picked these 11, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, if I hear it once, twice, and it doesn't make me want to write to it instantly, I'm like, and it could be fire, but it's just, if it doesn't speak to me, it doesn't speak to me. And it doesn't mean that it's a whack beat. It's just, if I can't write to it, then I don't want to force that shit, you know?
Yeah. So yo, I got a question, Max. What are you using to make the beats?
So I'm a little different since I kind of come from a kind of more dubstep background, you know, more like EDM bass music initially. That's what me and Mark's mutual homie, me and him kind of clicked off that. I used to throw dubstep events in New York for years. And that's how I met Wasteman, Ital Chuck, our boy. Shouts to him. He's got a couple production features on the album too. But that was Mark's boy. We met, we clicked. He really showed me the ropes in Logic. So I'm a little different. I come from Logic, kind of, you know, building beats kind of, you know, horizontally in layers and sample. But I always kind of prefer sample-based, like sound design. I feel like I get lost in the sauce a little bit. You sit there tweaking a VST for like 2 hours, you lose the vibe of the track a little bit, shit like that. But yeah, so I use Logic. I kind of chop everything up by hand, basically, lay it out, drums, this and that, whatever it needs. Sometimes it doesn't need much, you know what I mean? So a little bit more kind of linear. I don't really have a beat pad or anything, so I chop up my little loops, my little hits and things like that, and lay them in by hand. Yeah.
It's different.
And yo, since this is your first time on the show, man, we're gonna give you the question that we ask everybody.
All right.
Who is that one producer that made you pick up Logic, I guess?
That inspired you.
All right. I mean, it doesn't necessarily line up with Logic, right? But the producer that inspired me to make beats, it's got to be Doom. You know, Doom and Diller, the top ones for me. Having those, you know, those chops, just that letting Alk is top 3 obviously too, but just letting the sample do what it does. It kind of dictates. Like I don't necessarily have, like I have a workflow, right? But the sample always dictates kind of how the session goes and the beat goes. You know what I mean?
All right.
It's funny you say that because OG got like that style that's original that you don't hear a lot. You know what I mean? Similar to a Doom, you know what I mean? That Doom flow you never really heard from anybody, you know what I mean?
So
it was original with that, so that's kind of dope. That's an ill comparison right there.
Yeah, and like he said, like when we first linked up, it wasn't even on some hip hop shit. We were
just gonna say dubstep shit.
We were doing dubstep, grime, like electronic music. Like when I first started making music, my first album was hip hop. It had a few electronic shits in there, but like then the 2-3 projects after that was all grime and dubstep type shit, you know what I mean? So like the fact that it's all full circle now is crazy. Like he's been a homie for so long, and this is our first album together. Is crazy, you know what I'm saying? It sometimes it takes time, bro. You know what I mean? You can't rush that shit.
I've been definitely sharpening the sword, you know what I mean? Honing the skills and getting kind of like my kind of sound or my flow, my vibe on the hip hop production, because it is different than dubstep, like that stuff. So much sound design and everything like that. That's kind of why I've been more recently in the last few years and whatnot gravitating towards hip hop beats, because you catch the vibe, you chop it, you get it in there. Like you don't gotta overthink too much. You know what I mean?
Oh,
thanks.
All right, man. Like we got the album all DSPs, right?
All right. Yeah, we put it out on Bandcamp first, just to get like the day one listeners, get some supporters and shit to really pay attention, and then we put it on DSPs on the 22nd. That was what, Monday? Yeah, Monday.
Give them the link where they can link y'all, man. Y'all got any websites or just the Bandcamp thing going on?
Shit, we got Instagram at the OG Ninja, at Max Mischief. We got the Mack of All Blades.bandcamp.com. And yeah, just go on all those platforms. You can see the work. All the work is on there. You know what I mean?
Word. Max.
Shouts to the brother Wolf. He's the only feature on the album. We got co-production by Wasteman, also known as Etal Chuck. And then the bonus joint is co-produced by Dillinger, which we recorded, I'll say 80% of the album at his crib.
Word. Salute. Max, you got any other stuff coming out in the future you want to let the people know?
I mean, yeah, man, just always working on beats, always building. I'm not the type that is the daily 6 beats a day type shit, but I definitely work when I'm inspired and I want to keep working with other people. But yeah, at _ Max Mischief _ find me on there. We could work,
Or build with this man, y'all.
That's right.
For real. Album out now. Mack of All Blades.
Word up.
Word
got
up.
that.
And
but I get OG Ninja, did you say you had calling in or not?
I got it right now on the live, so if anybody want to call in, tap in. If anybody got any questions or whatever, let's put the phone number right now. I want to call in.
Word.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, hip hop, go get that, man. Max, Mr. Logic. I'm gonna call you Mr. Logic. You haven't heard Logic in years, bro. In years, but it's dope to see producers still on that Logic, and I'm guessing you was an analog dude too.
So not as much, but I definitely have messed around with some of that. Again, shouts to Wasteman, Etal Chuck. We do some of that kind of live dubbing shit on the boards.
Yeah.
So we definitely mess around with that. I got a lot of background in that, but yeah, man.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah, I actually mixed the album in Logic.
Or
yeah, I mixed the whole shit, and then my boy Nate mastered it. Yeah, bro.
I used to use Logic way back in the day, like early 2000s.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like that's the last time I think 2002, 2001.
It's came a long way now.
Yeah.
A lot of people like to stick straight on Pro Tools, but I feel like Logic does the same shit, bro.
Yeah.
I think for me, it's really the interface that how the layout of the program works for you. Like it's
workflow.
It's the workflow. Like it might be a little bit of a weird comparison, but I'm a graphic designer of my day job by trade and shit like that. So Logic always connected to me similar to Photoshop. It's like layers.
Oh, okay.
All that kind of stuff. So, and
that actually makes sense because I mess with all that shit too.
Yeah, so a lot
the videos and all that.
That's why. Yeah. It's almost like a video timeline with sound.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Or graphic layers with different opacities to them, maybe to different layers. But that's why it always clicked for me. It's just whatever works best for you at the end of the day, right?
What you use, Premiere? Use Premiere?
What, for videos?
Yeah, or Final Cut?
Nah, it's something like DaVinci Resolve.
Oh, okay, DaVinci. Yeah, same shit. There's all the same shit, bro.
Yeah. I used to use the default Windows shit, the Microsoft.
Yeah.
But nah, I like DaVinci.
All right. So fellas, man.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure.
Word, we're gonna have. I don't know if Max is sticking around, but I know OG Ninja's sticking around for politics and bullshit. But I guess before we
get out of here, yeah. Now I want to say before we get out of here, pick a song from the album, man.
Word, yeah.
We about to play the joint right now.
We could do let's do Lloyd Christmas.
Lloyd Christmas work.
Yeah,
August
that one.
or autumn, rather.
Yeah, either one.
Let's do Lloyd Christmas. It sounds like something up and coming.
Shout out to
hits, yeah.
You know what I mean? On the Underground Awesome Show.
Make sure to get that Raw 808 app. And if you miss a show, go to the uashow.com.
Log on.
Underground Arsenal.
Happened to this?
Oh yeah, this is one of my favorite joints.
All right, let's go.
Yay. Who did this one? 80?
Is M80?
Yeah.
Shout out to M80.
That was on the new dress sample.
Shout out to M80, yo. We ain't here. We're definitely tuning in, y'all. Let's go.
2 racks on my feet, the task is complete. Massive receipts I gave back to the streets. Things I gave back to the street. Don't have to repeat things my dad didn't teach. Shake these curses, break them off for me. My name in cursive could make you 4 G's. Ashamed of churches, thought they tore peace. A prayer's worth is a small fee. So much heat, lit the Mac on fire. At my peak, lead the rats inspired. Y'all all cheeks, y'all raps retired. In the suites, burning reefer McIntyre. They treat me like royalty and then them tears. They know it's me, that's very clear. Mono Reef said every pair. Like Bono, OG said everywhere. Yeah, you were never there. Cause you very scared. Smack shorty on the dairy, yeah. yeah.
Y'all heard it first.
Let me get another one real quick.
Word up, Mack of All Blades.
Mack of All Blades out now. Shouts to Max Mischief, Mr. Dillinger, Wolf, Tall Chuck.
Word up.
Yeah.
On all DSPs, y'all. Vibe out.
Name one, sorry.
No, you good.
A little switched up the vibe right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
On the underground arsenal.
They all wanna look like me, but you can't cook like me. Can't write a book like me. Why you shook my G? Gems fall for my intellect. Guess they thought it was a different test. They never saw the scene. My image left. You at the mall getting Swiss cheese Timberlands. My pen the best. Yes. Pagani on my sweatsuit. Try the family, they gon' press you. Leave a mess, you. Better seek rescue. She handed me a breast full. Disrespectful. Fam next, Champuba. On Van Ness with Abdullah. Yeah, don't let the jab do ya. Leave the mess, the mass roller. Yeah.
Word.
Booyaka, 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 booyaka.
Y'all heard it first. OG Ninja Max Mischief, salute. Thank you for coming through. The OG laid it down.
Appreciate y'all having us, man.
Part fucking 2. Word up. Definitely gonna be putting this one out, man.
We got like 4 or 5 albums in the stash, so I'll be back very soon.
Definitely. Thank you, family.
Appreciate
It's always a pleasure having you.
Sure.
You know what I
Appreciate
mean?
y'all. Thank y'all.
Salute, Max. Keep doing your thing.
There you go.
Go holla at Max if y'all need some beats, y'all. The Underground Awesome Show, and this is Political Boom Yelda.
The Raw.
Yes, sir, Reefus. This is Lebronx.
And this is your boy M80.
And DJ Fatal Skills on the ones and twos. Tune in every Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to the
Underground Arsenal.
Show, where we interview your favorite artists and play all the fly joints.
On the Raw 808 Underground
Radio.
Hip-hop, how it should be heard.
If you missed an episode, go to the UAShow.com, log on.